Hi, everyone. Welcome to Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body once again. And welcome for coming in. And I'm just going to tell a little bit about nutritional energetics and nourishing your multidimensional body as I see some viewers come in. And then I'll introduce my guest here. Nourishing your multidimensional body, I've been going through a process of describing basically the 9 levels of consciousness. And in between, I'm interviewing some folks and saying hello to everyone in between so that doesn't get boring. But I do have that kind of series going on. Hi, Kim. How are you today? And there's Kim. Kim, you probably know Jenny. And so I've been going through that series, and I think I'm on the next one. I think I am on getting into light and sound, so that's going to be really cool. Hi, Cathy. Is that the way you say your name? That's beautiful. Let me know where you guys are from, too. I love to know where you're from. Hey, hi, from the UK, Marie. There you are. Hello there. And let me put up Jenny's name here, and we'll introduce Jenny here. Some of you know me, so you don't really have to know my name up there. But I'll put it up anyway. This is Cathy Homeyer of Nutritional Energetics, Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body. I'm actually a chef at my own restaurant and inn. It's lodgeonlakeclear.com. I'll put that up in between there somewhere. So I've done a lot with food and gone, as you go down the kind of the rabbit hole, I've gone into the energetics of food. So when I say nourishing your multidimensional body, a lot of people, or nutritional energetics, a lot of people think food, which is A-okay. But also, this is more about the energetics of your multidimensional body and nourishing that whole multidimensional body that we're all learning about on a daily basis, pretty much. So today I have Jenny Ngo with me today. It's the first time Jenny and I have really connected and spoken the past few weeks. So this is awesome. And Jenny, hello there.
Hey, Cathy. Hey, everyone. And it's just an honor to be invited to be here with you and your community. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I was telling Jenny before, this is an awesome, fun community to be in. And so I'll show everybody hello there. Jenny, if you could give us a little bit of background, whatever you'd like to tell us on your experience, how you came to be here, basically, and what you do, that would be awesome.
Yes, thank you, Cathy. Yeah, I'll be a little brief. So my name is Jenny Ngo, and I'm a transformation healer and intuitive coach. And actually, before I went into energy work, I worked in the medical field, and I was a nurse trained as a nurse midwife, as a registered nurse and a certified nurse midwife. And I did a total combination about 12 years until I have this yearning from deep within me. I just felt like, well, I embarked my journey in the personal development, spiritual healing, energy healing work in my mid-20s. And then I realized the more I became spiritual, I just feel like I was treating my patients' symptoms and not really getting to the root of the issues or health challenges. So then that's when it got to the point where it was this yearning within me, feeling unfulfilled. There's a bigger purpose, a bigger something else I'm supposed to be doing, but I had no clue what that was at the time. And then as I was being with it, I have a spiritual mentor, and that's when they got me into, look into my purpose, what I really want to do. And at the time I was, pregnant with my second child, and when that happened, there was a yearning within. Anyhow, I prayed to God, source, I said, please give me the big sign. Otherwise, I may miss it. Because back then, I remember believing that I don't have any intuition, couldn't feel nothing, couldn't feel energies. I was so blocked that I was afraid I was missing this big sign. So lo and behold, not long after that, I was let go from my job, and that was a perfect timing. I need that kick in the butt to move me forward, to really discover what is I'm passionate about, what is I really want to do. And that's when it got me down this journey of energy work and became a healer. And now, my focus is really supporting, heart center professionals and entrepreneurs to really, unlock the potential to live the purpose and prosper doing what they love. So that they don't have to, we can live our purpose and really do this and make the difference and make the impact in the world as fast as we can. And if you don't mind, Cathy, I'm just going to share some of the struggles I had, in addition to not knowing my purpose, lack of clarity and what I'm here to do and make the impact. I also have issues with relationships, finances. I was living paycheck to paycheck, believe it or not, among like self-worth and confidence and all those things that I felt that was impacting me, and that was what's holding me back from really doing what I'm here to do.
And I find a lot of, I was an occupational therapist as well. So I find a lot of people who are in the more traditional medical type field have also found their way here, because you're trying to help people and you realize that there's a little bit more, there's more of a step that you can actually go to. Yeah, so that's really cool. And so the title of today's show pretty much is Quantum Secrets to Living Your Life on Purpose, because you've been through that journey as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you share with us a little bit about that title, that statement? And I think you're doing a program on this as well. So let us know what you're up to.
Yes. So from what I've been through and working with over 1,000 clients around the world, I realized there are some big key components that we really have to overcome or transform in order for us to really unlock our potential and unlock our gifts and to really discover, uncover, and then live our purpose, okay? And I feel that, there's a couple key points, but for today's time frame, I think we're just going to share the top one, okay? And it's really hard for me to narrow down the top one because there's so many good ones, right? But I'll speak of the top secret or key to live your purpose and prosper doing what you love. And just bear in mind, this is one of the, if you're able to do this, then this is how you're able to unlock unlock the other things that will come with it, okay? And this is something that not many people really, it is not one of those topics that a lot of people want to talk about, but it's so vital to our success and so vital for us to be able to, do what we're here to do, what we're meant to do, okay? So the top secret to living your purpose and doing what you love is to really heal your past, okay? When you can actually make peace with your past and free yourself from these regrets, the pains that you've been through, the past wounds or traumas, okay? The limited belief systems that comes from them, then that has been holding you back from living your purpose and actually prosper. These past wounds and hurts actually create a lot of negative memories and baggages, emotional baggages that can stem from childhood, from adolescent, adulthood, even past lives, that is so lodged into our subconscious and really literally blocking us from reaching our highest potential, okay? But know that with proper support and healing and guidance, we can let go of these subconscious baggages and buried emotions and limiting beliefs and patterns, including sabotaging patterns, so that we can actually transform our life at quantum speed, okay? Healing can actually be fast. It doesn't have to be slow, and you don't have to relive any traumas or dramas, contrary to conventional way of healing or talk therapy. You can be talking to the kingdom come, but if you don't get this from a high perspective, then it's going to be very difficult for us to transform these energies. But when you can actually be at the place of the vibration to really let go and to transform these wounds, then this is how we're able to cultivate the land or the piece, for example, your soil, cultivate and nurture your soil so that it can be rich and nurturing you to grow and again to live your purpose. What I've realized that from working with so many people, this is something that One is either we feel like we don't have anything to work through, or we don't, the past, we tend to bury them. So it's almost like, okay, I'm done with that already. I don't think I have any problem, but it's actually, it hasn't been processed properly or transformed to the level that they need to. Hence, it keeps showing up and showing up again every time we're trying to do something, and hence, quote unquote, sabotaging ourselves. And then the second part is that those of you that's been on the journey for a while, like some of the people in your community like mine, is that we know what we need to do. We know we have some past hurts and some wounds and things as baggages of the past that we need to heal. And we're doing our best to heal, but somehow we're not able to be able to transform at the level that we need to, so that we, can really move forward. Many of us want to move forward in this tug of war. I sense it's like this tug of war. Part of us want to move forward and go where spirit and God's source want to guide us, right? And that's the heart yearning, that yearning to make that difference, make the impact, and do what we're here to do and be fulfilled. And the other piece is like, is actually pulling us back because of these subconscious blocks and limiting beliefs and past hurts that come from these experiences that we have been through. That is almost like really heavy, that pulls us back. And until we can free ourselves more and more of this place, then that's when we can actually, really take that leap and move forward to do what we're here to do. And the other piece I want to talk about too is that I would say this is a huge component of the healing that needs to be done. And a lot of us either skip through it or don't know how to get to it. And then when we unravel this, then we're able to connect to our guidance, our intuition. This is when we can actually reclaim our purpose and our power and our light. This is also when we can actually be able to get the insights, the guidance, the clarity. What is that we're here to do? Because the biggest thing that everyone want to know more and more now is that what I'm here to do, what's my purpose, what's my soul mission, okay? And how can I unlock my gifts and bring this forward? But until we actually do this inner work, this way to transform these, I call the gunk, because wherever the limited belief patterns or past hurts and wounds, then that's when these things can actually open up for us. And that information will come to us, and it's something we uncover. Our purpose is something that we uncover is already within us. So it's not something that is out there, it's within us. So when we can actually transform these gifts, I want to bring this point up, is that these wounds that we have then can be transformed to the greatest gifts that we have to share with the world.
And I know, there's so many, and everybody, on this, pretty much this format, on the Akashic Academy, everybody's on their journey. They're just starting their journey or in the middle, and I don't think there's ever an end. But I think all of us, no matter what level of journey that we're at, we all need some kind of support, some people that resonate with us, that, that support system that keeps us going, because day to day is just busy. So it's always good to have a mentor, a friend, someone that you can keep checking in on, a support group that you feel comfortable in, to tackle these like you said, the past issues that you don't necessarily want to see all the time, or or even tackle sometimes, and you just go, oh yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. So being in a support group like the Akashic Academy, like Jenny's groups and her programs. And it's to find the person you resonate with to provide you that support, allows you to keep going and to keep getting to your, healing your past and your issues and getting onto your purpose.
Yes, definitely. And I feel like nowadays, it's so much easier than it was before. Like Cathy, you went to your journey, and I went through my journey. So what we have been through, the process that we learned, and the life experiences we all have been through, and then also a connection to the divine, allow us to be able to support others to actually transform at a quicker level that we have been through. Yeah. And the diagram that I share with you, living your soul purpose, this information came to me Cathy was nice to put this in the screen. As you can see here, in order to live in your soul purpose, and it's like your soul purpose blueprint, these key components came to me one day. And in order for us to do that, we have to really do what we're passionate about, right? The gifts that we have and we can share with the world, that come to us very easily. Okay, sometimes we take it for granted. We think, oh, this comes to me so easily that I don't need to charge for it, or and things like that. But actually, this is what we need to share to the world. It's not all about money, but the more money we can make, then the more prosperity we have, and the more impact we can have, the more people we can serve, and the better humanitarian and philanthropist we can be, right? Yeah. And then the skill sets that we have, from our own life journey, our own life experiences, these struggles and that we have been through, the challenges we've been through, we have a certain skill set that's unique to us, that come more naturally to us, okay? And that also has to be combined together. And the values that, we believe in, that we, is integrity, that's aligned to what we stand for, also has to be part of that, okay? Because if you, for example, if you're just working for a paycheck and the place where you work is not aligned to what you believe in, then you're not going to feel fulfilled. You're not going to feel happy. And then eventually either things going to fall apart, or you just getting to the point where you're not progressing. And so it's so important for us to be aligned to the values, and using these values that we have is actually innate to us, can be the GPS to guide us, in our life. And the other piece about service is, be able to, two parts of service. One is to, be of service. We wanted to be in service, okay? Because in order to be in service, we really have to help ourselves first, get out of survival mode, get out of disempowerment mode, and here, doing something that's greater contribution than ourselves, okay? To be willing to be of service, to help others. And then the second part of that is service is to do, if you want to prosper and if you want to make the biggest impact you can make, whatever that service is that you want to bring forth to the world, need to be something that people want to have or pay you for, okay? Because you can't make that, biggest impact if you are offering something that nobody wants. Like, for example, this is kind of what came through is, just that the computer system back then, maybe 10, 15 years ago, those huge dinosaur computer system, right? If you're trying to sell those right now, not many people are going to buy it. And because everything now is so thin and so compact and small, and faster. And so you can see, you have to come to alignment to what that is that you want to do, but also that people are willing to pay you for. And that's how you can make the biggest impact for yourself and the world. This last piece right here is about intuition, okay? And intuition, as many of you guys know, this is our GPS, our inner guiding system that each and every one of us have. I know I used to say I didn't have any intuition. So if you're one of those persons that think, oh, I don't have any intuition, Jenny. And I have clients too. It's like, Jenny, I can't tap into my intuition, my guidance, and just rest assured that you do have. It's just a matter of uncovering whatever's in the way. I call the gunk, so that you can start to really tap into that inner guidance within you. That's also connected to source. So this information can come together for you by putting. You can see the petals there. A side note: my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, helped me create this diagram. She says, "Mommy, I want a beautiful, colorful flower." I said, "Okay, we'll pick these colors and put it here." And when children who are grown up, and especially the younger kids now, who born and so connected to who they are, they don't have any issues with past wounds and hurt so much, and they can be either just so alive and creative and bubbly. And that's who we can be again, kid-like, when we can transform what's in the way of us getting there, again, one of the key is healing our past. So these things can actually, we can connect to the passion. We can actually uncover our gifts and the skill set and the values and the service and again, the inner guidance, the GPS system, so that we can live the life that Spirit want to guide us and want to take us further.
I always find that I kind of go up and down with that. I get great confidence. Oh yeah, I've got my guidance system going, and it's really wonderful. And then a little while later, I'll go, oh, but is that really? And then I'll get kind of what our friend Dr. Karen likes to say is a 2x4 in the head, going, oh yeah, that was right. And you get different signs, and you just have to look for those signs to follow that inner guidance as well. So it's an interesting process. Yeah, and Susan says learning to trust it all at present and going with the first thought is best thought.
Yes, yes. And usually that is the case. And if I don't mind me chime in a little bit. And the more we can actually connect to who we really are and show for who we really are and doing what we're here to do, then our intuition can also be more crispier and more clear too. There's also different levels of discernment. I find a lot of my clients struggle with this, and many people struggle with this. Is sometimes what we think is our guidance is not so much our guidance. It's actually it's hard to discern. It's very subtle, and it's the limiting patterns and the limiting thoughts and shadow work that is actually that's giving us this information. And for example, sometimes they want to do something, they want to buy a program, invest in something to help them with the healing or coaching, for example, okay? But then these thoughts of don't do it, or there's fear that comes up, and there's doubts, and those self-talks that comes up. And then if you're not careful, then what happens is that we think that is, oh, I shouldn't do this. It's not right for me. It's not right for me. But then what I share with clients is that and help them work through is that when you can actually be with these emotions that come up, these self-talks, then what's left, when you can actually work through the gunk or whatever that could be that is actually causing you to feel this way, then what's left is going to be clear. You can have this clear knowing that is so for you or not. And so that discernment, level discernment can actually come, actually can be at a high level that's more aligned to source.
While we were, this is kind of a side note, but in terms of when we were first talking, I remembered finally that some of your MP3s were my first introduction to frequency work. And I think it was more, I think I bought a few of them at first, more of like clearing the space and that sort of thing. Because when we were talking, I didn't even remember till after a few times that yours were some of the first introduction I had to using MP3s or using frequency and using intention to clear your past and clear your space. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. So yeah, I get to thank you publicly for bringing those forward. Those gifts that you brought forward were my first introduction. I remember I still have them down on my iPad in my kitchen in my lodge kitchen, and every once in a while I'll pop those up, especially when we have people, a lot of people in. I'll always try and clear the space, and it's interesting on patterns that come up that are past for me that keep popping up that go, oh yeah, I've got to clear that and just remove that from the past, so that a customer that doesn't give me the same issue sometimes doesn't. And so it's been a really interesting process in that perspective, even just in working kind of in the restaurant and the lodging.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that, Cathy. And yes, that's one of the first work. One of my huge gifts is to be able to help support people and for them to also be empowered to be able to do this for themselves. Clearing healing made easy. That was my first package of my gifts first. And since then, it moved on to love and abundance and purpose and that kind of thing. But it's just like this information, we are evolving, just like you are evolving. I'm not the same person that I am we are the same, but at a higher frequency and high vibration than a few years ago. So it's like, see, this information and guidance and what we're here to bring to the world will come more forth to us when we don't have the past that's really holding us back from really trusting that, from really uncovering, our gifts and be able to bring that forth to the world.
Okay, and I'm just going to show your website here, Jenny. And I don't know if you want to do a process for us or give an example or anything else about your program that you'd like to share.
Yeah, why don't we just have a few minutes left, so why don't we just do a quick process? And again, this is a mini healing process. Well, what I feel is that as you guys are tuning in and as we're talking about this healing the past as a top key to be able to live your purpose and prosper doing what you love, is this is being present here with me and just what's coming up for you. And then those of you that's experienced kind of being with this, but those of you new, just really be open to what's coming up for you in the body, because also when we connect to our emotions, our emotional body, and really being present here in the heart space, this is how we are able to be at the vibration to let go of the things that's no longer serving us and to usher the things in that's for our highest good. And one of this quick, equation that came to me is like healing equals feeling plus mindfulness or / presence. So healing equals feeling plus mindfulness. Okay, so you'll be able to be allowing whatever things that come up, because we don't have a lot of time to go into detail about why we have these past hurts and wounds and things like that. But again, whatever we have been through, we stuff these emotions within us, okay, these body sensations. Sometimes we feel we're not good enough, or sometimes we feel that it's too painful, or we don't have what it takes. And then these emotions of it is actually stuffed in our energy fields. And then when it needs to come up, in order for it to come up, we really have to release it and transform it. Okay, so feeling, yep, thank you for that. Then you can actually let it go. I mean, most people, what it is, we try to fight it. So again, if I invite you, if you have a hard time being with this, just focus your breath. As we move this energy through, you can align to this energies that's already here. They're not trying to figure out how to do it. I like to keep it simple, not trying to figure out how to do it, but actually just allow yourself to let go. And there's a higher part of you, your high intelligence, your divine, that's already know how to click into these energies. So just being here with the support that comes through the healing right now, then you're able to connect to this. Okay, so as you would like to receive the healing energies, then say yes. If you can type yes, that's even better, because it takes our intention and taking the action to also to receive these energies, because we can have one intention to receive, but then we can have many subconscious blocks that say, oh, you don't want that, or whatever that is. Okay, so as I'm speaking of this, if you say yes, the energies will start moving through. But I want to just share one thing to those of you who are new to me, my work, is that there's a spiritual gift that comes through. It's one of the gifts that I think I would have, honestly, that came about 2 years ago, of light language, so LIGHT language. And this is like high frequency, high vibrational sound healing that's of source, and it's quite ancient actually. And these comes through to really help us bypass intellectual thinking, and then connect us to the heart knowing, our inner guidance, the divine. And then in the process, letting go the limited beliefs, the patterns, and the wounds that we have, okay, wherever it may be, because my work goes multidimensional, wherever this currently now, this lifetime, or could be past lives, okay, and dimensions. So again, as you being here present with me, it's important that if you would like to really work through some of the areas, again, it's the mini healing of whatever that may be holding you back from moving forward, then be open to whatever's showing up right now for you, so that you can transform that more and more. And the more you're able to do this, you'll be able to feel calm, peaceful, relaxed, light, okay, or loved, Okay, so again, just be open. There's a high part of you that knows. I know that light language is not meant to be interpreted. Okay, it's meant to be experienced. Okay, so here we are. So just take a deep breath, and again, just being open to receive, and just notice how you feel right now in the body. There could be things coming up for you to be transformed, to clear through, that's connected to the gunk of the past. Okay, and then if you're able to do this more and more properly, then you're able to feel the calm and peace. Okay, so here we go. Apa perikini? 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 Ada perikini? Ada apa perikini? Apa perikini? Ada apa perikini? Apa perikini? Apa perikini? Apa perikini? Apa perikini? Ada ikini. Kenapa perikini? Ada ikini. Apa perikini? Apa apa pada ikan apa pada ikan apa pada ikan apa pada ikan apa ikan ada ikan apa pada ikan apa pada ikan ada kena apa pada ikan apa pada ikan apa pada ikan pada ikan ada ikan apa pada ikan pada ikan ada kena ada apa ikan anak apa pada ikan ada ikan apa pada ikan apa pada ikan apa ada ikan. Beautiful. So that's a quick dose of it. Okay. And again, just breathe and just being present, whatever shows up in you. If you've been doing this work for a while, you can really align to these energies. You can feel the calm and peace that's here. And if you're still feeling things unraveling around you, just breathe with that, allow that to move through us. It's almost like, be able to process this energetic gunk or the unprocessed food that we have stuffed within us in our energy fields so that it can be transformed. Okay, so that Cathy, by nourishing your multidimensional body, so that we can start to live our life fully and nourish our body. Because if we have all this stuff that's in the way, the belief that we're not good enough, the belief we're not deserving, we don't have what it takes, the patterns and these things, the sabotage and patterns and beliefs we have, is going to preventing us from taking care of ourselves, from really doing what we're here to do, and what makes us happy, what makes us feel good, what nourishes us, and what makes us passionate. Okay, so that connection is so important, because sometimes I know we were out of time in the moment, but just want to connect the dots for you all. Is that when you're able to transform the past, then that's the limiting beliefs and patterns are connected to that. Okay, and the challenges we have in our life, whether it be not knowing our purpose, not able to live our purpose and prosper, whether we have issues with intuition, whether we have problem with financial or health or love, is all connected. You can't really separate that. Okay, and be able to free yourself of that is going to help all the other stuff fall into places.
Great, Jenny. Thank you so much. And we've got some thank yous. And Susan says her crown chakra is still tingling. Thank you both for an awesome show. And there's a woman here named Deborah. She got the same last name as you, so she's saying,
awesome! Yay!
kindred spirits there in name. And yeah, so thank you so much. So I'm going to show Jenny's website here one more time. So if you want to get a hold of Jenny, that's her website. All right. And I don't know if you saw while you were doing the light language, Jenny, the poster in back of me is the light language poster.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, I've been able to sign light language, not speak it, but sign it, and in coordination with the light wave process that I do. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I love light wave language. Maybe someday I'll be able to speak it. I do kind of in private, but don't have too much confidence in it, but I love it. So thank you for that. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Left there. Okay. And yeah. Deborah likes the global quantum healing in there. So
yes, and and if this is something that resonates with you, again, whoever, just like Cathy mentioned, whoever that you resonate with, you check them out and work with them, because this is the heart resonance. that can really guide us to where we need to go and what we need to do next, and really moving us forward. Because that's why I'm so passionate about doing this work, and that's why you, Cathy, you're here on Sunday afternoon, and here I am with you. Is just really be able to, you know, do the work that we love to do, and the quicker we can actually move the gunk out of the way, transform them actually to the richest, the gifts that we have, then we're able to, you know, do the work that we love. Yeah. So I'm all about supporting people to transform what's in the way of them.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I know there's a million places you could be, and Jenny and I both super appreciate you being here on the show and commenting and saying hello. We really appreciate it. So I'll be back again Sunday at 1 o'clock, and we've got some great shows coming up here on the Akashic Academy. I don't have the list with me, but they're always on the Akashic Academy Facebook page. I know Christy's, yours is at 12 at noon, Christy. I know yours. And yeah, if you want to comment to anybody in the comments here after the show, Jenny, there's some folks who've had some great stuff there. So if you'd like to say hi or put your, I think I've got your website in there, but not in the comments, so that they can click on that as well. So thanks, everyone. Let me show Deborah's comment here again as well. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And Jenny, I appreciate you being here, and it was so nice to do a show with you. Hopefully there'll be more.
Yes, it's my pleasure and my honor, and thank you for having me. So, yes.
Okay. Okay, bye, everyone.
Much love. Bye-bye.